And they'll think that you just bought stuff.
Do I do that before I board stuff?
Yeah.
But wait.
So when you go to the duty-free part.
Why are you recording?
When you're lost and no one's there, and you wonder who even cares. Oh, come back to your breath, don't drift away from me. I will come down to remind you of before. We can fly away from here. We can stay close, my dear. Swept up and away from all our fears. How are we supposed to know on our
Can you open the door?
own?
Can you open the gate? It's 6:30 in the morning. I still didn't go to bed yet. We took Nicola to the airport. He's going to meet up with some friends in UK. Can you close the gate behind me, babe? Yeah. And you need to open the entrance door. I'm gonna go to bed soon, but let's walk through the garden so early in the morning. Papaya. This is the little papaya. I'm sure you're gonna see much more of this. And let's see, how are the bananas doing? In the morning light. The sun didn't come out yet. It is bright, but good morning, Baguette. Good morning. There is something so peaceful about this time of day. I don't really get to see it often. I'm usually asleep. But it's just really, really nice and quiet, and the birds are starting to chirp. I don't know if you hear them, but it's really peaceful. Well, that's charming. As I was showing you the garden and telling you, you know, how peaceful this time of day is, and I hear the birds chirping and stuff like that. And as I was saying that, I stepped into poop. So I definitely think it's time for me to go to bed. Anyway, I'll speak to you later.
I know how hard it all can be. I'm here to hold your hand through this. Whoa, I'll be beside you all alone. My love for you is so strong.
I don't know if you can hear, but it's really windy today. You can see it here. The other day it was like storm was brewing, but nothing really happened. But it's quite windy today. So I don't think I was planning to record outside, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think the wind is going to bother the sound. Jake is enjoying. He always likes to lie down underneath my loom here. Good morning, Jake. I was going to record this segment outside, but it's really, really windy. So I moved back in. And I actually didn't start editing this vlog from last night and this morning. So I have no idea what I told you and if I'm going to keep what I spoke into the camera. But we stayed up all night. I stayed up all night. Mario got some sleep because we had to take Nicola to the airport. He was going to UK to meet up with some friends. But his flight was so early in the morning that we had to leave from here around 4 o'clock in the middle of the night. And the airport is about 1 hour away. So I didn't sleep, and then when we got there, it was just this whole drama. We realized that none of his cards were working, so he was essentially going to go to UK with zero money. I mean, zero money, and he wouldn't make it out of the airport in that case. So I ended up giving him my card. By the time we came back, though, I was just so tired, so exhausted, not only because of lack of sleep, but because of all the stress, all the drama that we went to, that I don't even remember what I spoke to you in the morning, and even if I'm gonna keep that, because I recorded a short segment. So in all likeliness, this vlog is probably going to be a two-day thing, because I really don't feel like doing anything today. I think I'm just going to stay in my pajamas and knit and watch TV. And I started watching this lady. I know her from before. Her channel before was Tales from a Cuckoo Land. Her name is Gayna Jane, I believe. And she started a new channel, a vlog, basically, that it's called Gayna Jane. I'm going to link it. And I'm really enjoying it because her approach is really no-nonsense, no-frills approach to vlogging. And I'm enjoying it so far. So I'm going to probably catch up on some of her latest vlogs that she was releasing them daily now. So enjoy some time with her. I was knitting on the green jumper yesterday, and I was even knitting at the dentist. I just went for the cleaning. And I was thinking that I'm going to knit in the car on the way to the airport because, as I said, we have 1 hour there and 1 hour back, and I wasn't driving. But I didn't get any knitting in the car, so I'm going to continue on my mom's jumper now and see how it goes. Actually, but I'm going to show you what I got so far yesterday. So far yesterday, and I know it doesn't look much, I knitted from the stitch marker from here up to here. But because this is the part where I have split for the sleeves, I already split for the sleeves, this was the largest part of the jumper, the widest part of the jumper, because it included the shoulders as well as the sleeves before splitting. So I think that's why I only managed to do this little bit. However, I think now it's going to go faster because it's only body. And just have in mind that if you are knitting, I told you I love this yarn, Drop Sky. It's a chain net construction. But what happened when I was putting the sleeves, one of the sleeves onto these cords, on the stitch marker cords, on the stitch keeper cords, the cord slipped. And if you are working with chain net yarn, be careful with that because it was not easy to put the stitches back in because the yarn was not smooth. It had all these holes, and as much as it's a pleasure to knit with, to work with, and to wear later on, I found that this was an issue when the stitches slipped off. And the reason they did is because at that time I was knitting on my Adiclix interchangeable, and they're a bit more rounded than some other needles that I have. So what happened is that the cord didn't perfectly fit on it. I mean, it did, but it didn't grip the needle as much. Whereas the other ones that have a better point, then the cord just slides right and grips the needle, and I have no problem. However, I did run into that issue. So yeah, I think, maybe not, but I think that this is going to be a 2-day vlog, and that I will see you tomorrow. One more time, progress. So we'll see how far I get today.
Around the same old town, your best kept secrets underground. Your hand on my chest, my heart beats for you. I keep my arms out and hold you like before. We can fly away from here. We can stay close, my dear.
Well, it's the next day, and I had kind of plans, biggish plans for today. Nothing that special, but because yesterday I didn't do much, and today I thought, okay, I'm going to accomplish this and this and this. And how plans change like that. I mean, with all these plans, and I'm sitting here in my bedroom, the most unpresentable place in the house, but and folding laundry, folding socks, really. I got up and I made coffee, and I sat down at my computer chair, and within a minute something happened and my back gave out, my middle back. And I don't have a problem with my back usually, so it's a very rare occasion that something like this happens. But because I sit, my computer is on the kitchen table, and the chair that I have there is a kitchen chair. It's not a proper computer chair, which occasionally, I mean, it's okay usually, but because now of Vlogtober, I've been sitting and editing a long time and having my hand like this on the table for the mouse. So I think that's the culprit. I think that's what did it. So I either have to invest in a computer chair that actually looks pretty to be in the living room, because we don't have a space for a proper desk in our living room, or see something, because it's before I had a laptop, so I could put it on my lap and do it on the couch. But now I have the large iMac, and I have to sit on the computer, which is much better for my eyes, because when I was doing it on the laptop, my eyes were giving out. However, beginning of the year, Mario surprised me for my birthday and or Christmas, because they are just next to each other, and he got me iMac. I mean, last year, but yeah, because my birthday is 28th of December and Christmas, so almost a year ago. So I have to do that. But all this is to say that I don't think I'm going to do much today. I'm going to finish kind of matching all these socks up today. And I'm going to wash Alex's clothes that he needs for school, that I kind of have to do. But all the transplanting that I wanted to do in the garden, that's just not going to happen today. I did want to show you, I didn't show you Mario's finished socks that I did, because I think I included it at me cutting in the heel at the beginning of day 1 of Vlogtober, but I didn't show you the finished thing, and I brought them here. They're finished, so now I can pack them away. I love this reddish yarn. I told you that. So the beige one is drop snored, which is alpaca wool and polyamide blend. You can check the composition. I don't have the ball bands with me. I do love that yarn. I love it for jumpers. I love it as an overall workhorse yarn. I really do like that one. But I do love it for socks as well. The reddish one I bought ages ago, lots of undyed wool from World of Wool. And I have it on cones and I have it on skeins, and the composition is pretty much the same. It's wool, alpaca and polyamide, but it's not the same percentages either way. And even though that one, the undyed one, is 400 meters per 100 grams, and the drop snored I think is 350. The moment I dyed it, it plumped up, so it kind of became more or less the same weight, even though the yardage is bigger. And this red part, I dyed it with food coloring. I don't really dye yarn. Sometimes I just play with it, and it's just with food coloring, because I don't want to have any extra equipment and stuff. We'll see for later on, but I don't necessarily think that. I still have lots of food dyes to play with that undyed yarn that I have. So I put red dye in, but it didn't come out red. It came out like pinkish, like corally pink, and I wanted darker. So I added complementary green, also food color. And it's like a paste, the food color that I have. So I can't tell you how much. It was just approximate, just based on my painting. I know how when I'm mixing colors. So I added complementary green after that kind of came out pinkish or coral color. And this is the color that I got. Very pretty, this kind of brick red, and it has some very nice variations in it, even though I dyed it as a solid. But obviously the yarn didn't pick up, and I'm not a yarn dyer, and also with the food coloring. I don't have that experience. They used vinegar in order to set the dye on the wool. But I really like those subtle variations that it created. So now I'm going to pack these. I was keeping them outside. I was keeping them on my kitchen table so I don't forget to show you. So now I can pack this so he can have them for the winter. And from 100 grams skein, this is what stayed, which is definitely enough to make another pair of socks. So what I think I'm going to do today is, do the laundry for Alex's clothes, and take this ball of yarn and separate it into two equal parts, into two equal weight balls. So then it's ready to start knitting on the socks. Not to have leftover yarn. Basically, if I have the two that are the same weight, then I can just take one, knit as long as I have it, then do the toe in a contrasting color, and the heel, and then I can do the same one from the other ball. That's the plan. And also, just to show you a little bit how much I have progressed on my mom's jumper from last night, from yesterday, since we spoke. So this was the marker this was not done only yesterday. This is the last 2 days. I split for the sleeves and I knitted this much. And this is how much it's below the sleeve. So it's going okay. I'm doing it mostly in the night, but today, considering that I'm not going to be able to move that much, then I'm probably going to be knitting on the couch more. If my back feels a bit better, I might walk to the village to the pharmacy and get myself some B complex supplements, because I had B6 and I finished them, and I thought like, okay, now since I finished the B6, then I'm just gonna get the overall B complex. Maybe even a walk would do good for me. So thank you for watching. This vlog was a 2-day part. Not that much happened, but hey, that's real life. That's what you're gonna do. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.
I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help you through, 'cause we only want what's best for you. I know that you are having trouble believing right now that everything is gonna be alright. I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help you through, 'cause we only want what's best, what is best